All right, enemy number one. The ladder is infested with them, and that is the hunter. The good news for warriors right now against hunters are not all of them play Savannah High Main. Some of them like to go the more aggressive route. Well, they all pretty much go the aggressive route with like Undertakers and uh, Web Spinners, Leper Gnomes, things like that. But some play Knife Jugglers and Unleash the Hounds, and then others play Savannah High Mains. So uh, either way, I think it's a pretty good matchup because Warrior has a lot of ways to deal with early threats. Like as you can see in my hand right now, I have Armor Smiths, I have Acolyte, Shield Slam. If I ever draw a Fiery War Axe, that card is just great. Unstable Ghoul can really help as well, especially if they play cards like Snake Trap, for instance. The ways that Hunter can beat Warrior, though, are if they get a bow and have just a bunch of secrets, or if they have like double Savannah High Main, that can be pretty bad. Okay, so he has a pretty good start, but my hand is okay. It's not great, though. I'm just going to Shield Slam this Undertaker right now while I can before it gets buffed out, because if I play Acolyte of Pain, he could play another Death Rattle and then just bump his Undertaker into my Acolyte, and then I'm just way too far behind on board. So maybe I can get something going with this Death's Bite in my hand. Hopefully he just... Okay, well he's not really giving me any time to breathe here. But I should have a good Death's Bite. I can equip Death's Bite, hit the Haunted Creeper, and then next turn I can kill off the Undertaker and wipe his whole board. I am going to take a pretty big hit, though. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8. At least 8, and then Leper Gnome dies. That's 10. I have to attack the Undertaker. Yeah, so I'm going to take a huge chunk of damage here. But I do have a shield block, so I'm not too worried about it. But his start is definitely pretty damn nice. He's got a good curve going here. So I want to get some card draw, and this allows my Acolyte to trade in with the Direwolf. And then I'll just armor up. So next turn I'll have a few options. I can just throw down Lotheb. I can shield block, shield slam something. Maybe even Harrison if he plays an Eaglehorn Bow. We're just gonna have to wait and see what he does. But I kind of held back the initial assault, and hopefully I can start to stabilize now. Okay, I'm pretty sure he should have flared first because he could have drawn a card that makes him want to play something other than Mad Scientist, but not a big deal, just like a small sequencing error. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. I'm at 13, so I kind of want to start armoring up on these turns, or maybe even shield block. So if I play Unstable Ghoul and he has something like an Owl, then I could be pretty screwed. But I kind of just want to Unstable Ghoul because there's really no... If he doesn't have an Owl, then Unstable Ghoul kills both of his creatures, and I get another card draw off my Acolyte of Pain. So it's still not really out of the still not really in the clear yet, but I'm starting to turn the tides here a little bit. His start was just way too fast. I took so much damage that one turn. But this is why Hunter's so good. You get the double Undertakers followed by a bunch of Death Rattles. It's hard to come back from that. But Warrior is one of the few classes that can do a really good job at surviving and then restabilizing, primarily due to armor, shield block, things like that. So he's really taking his time here. I'm not sure what he's thinking of. Clearly, it's not something like Savannah High Main, or he would have already just slammed that down, so don't have to worry about that. I'm pretty sure he would play a bow if he had a bow. So I really don't know what he's thinking about for so long. Maybe he's just making a sandwich or something. Okay, Animal Companion. So I guess he was hoping for a Leok, so then he could trade his wolf in and keep his guy alive? I'm not really sure. Or maybe he just didn't really have any other better options. And a leper gnome. Okay. So let's see here. What can I do? I can shield slam the Misha and then run my Acolyte into the leper gnome. I'm assuming it's going to get freezing trapped, but I'm playing Armorsmith in case it's a different type of trap. Oh, and a snake. So, at least I have an unstable ghoul. Unstable ghoul counters snake trap pretty nicely here. And I'm going to gain a bunch of armor from his guys running into my unstable ghoul. So at this point, I feel like I'm in the lead. He has 2 cards only. My board is better than his, and I have a pretty solid hand, especially with the Sludge Belcher. So unless he goes like Savannah Highmane into Savannah Highmane, which he might not even play in his deck because he's clearly a very aggressive version, which seems to be more common these days. Yeah, he is a loot hoarder. So I could just drop Brag, but then I can't armor up, and I could hit the loot hoarder, so I don't really care about Rag. I play Lotheb because it deals the most damage, pretty much. I end up playing Cruel Task instead of armoring up because if I armor up, he hits me with his loot hoarder. It's like the same as if I just killed it. 2 damage health either way. And apparently Lotheb was good. He spent his entire turn to play Animal Companion, and yeah, I mean, I'm sorry to show a video where he just concedes sorta early, but like there's no way he's coming back from this, especially with the Sludge Belcher in my hand. So, thanks for watching.